Hey, good day, it's Dan here. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of giving. Yesterday when I posted that I was doing a 30 video in 2-day challenge, I put a post up on my Facebook wall asking people what they'd like me to do a video on. What's some subject matter that you want me to address? And one of the questions that came back was, um, what's my take on giving and giving back? And what came to mind right away, and you've seen me do this many times if you've watched my video, I carry this little card around in my pocket. It's getting tattered. It's time for a new one. It's got some of my goals in a number of areas of my life on one side, and then on the back here, it's got one of my favorite quotes. And it says, you can have everything in life you want if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. And I'm a firm believer in that. I think people are hardwired to want to reciprocate. When you're generous to them, they want to pay you back in some way. And it also made me think of this book that I just read by Tony Robbins. I finished it here a little while ago, and it's got a whole chapter in it on giving. And one of the things Tony talks about is that it's impossible for you to give and at the same time feel that there's not enough. So the example is if you're feeling like there's just not enough money, your bank account's empty, you don't know where you're going to get your next meal, etc. The example he gives is when he was down and out, he had a few dollars in his pocket, and he saw a young man, 8, 9, or 10, I don't remember exactly the details of the story, but he saw a young man taking his mom out for lunch. And Tony had a few dollars in his pocket, and he went over and gave it to that young man just because he appreciated the way he was treating his mother. He was treating her like he was taking her out on a date, and Tony just wanted to acknowledge him for what a great example he was setting, and what a great gentleman he was being. And what came about was that even though that was the last money he had on the planet, what was in his pocket, giving it away made him feel abundant, that there was enough. And the conclusion is that you can't, your subconscious can't feel like that's it when you're giving it away, because you're telling yourself that there's more than enough. I just want to read you a little bit of this chapter here, something that he says in this book. Again, it's Money Master the Game, 7 Simple Steps to Financial Freedom. Fantastic book. Go out and read it. I highly recommend it. It's a phenomenal book. But this particular chapter is one of my favorites in it. And here's what it says. It says, people get more satisfaction spending money on others than they do spending it on themselves. And the benefits extend to not only subjective well-being, but also objective health. In other words, giving makes you both happier and healthier. So, in answer to the question, what's my take on giving? I think I'm a believer in you can't receive what you don't first give. Sorry, let me correct that. You can't receive what you want in the world if you're not willing to give it. So if you want more love, go out and give more love. If you want more wealth, give wherever you can. Whether that's, if it's not the money in your pocket, go and volunteer your time. Help out in whatever way you can, and you'll be amazed at what comes back to you. And it may not come back from the sources that you give to, but I promise you it'll come back to you. So that's my take on giving. Hope that was helpful. Leave me your comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Take care. Bye for now.